माननीय सदस्य श्री पीवी मिथुन जी.
Thank you, ma'am. Through you, I would like to bring to the notice of the government that the banana farmers in Andhra Pradesh are in great distress. A ton of bananas which were 25,000 rupees are being sold for 50 paise a kg. For 50 paise, you don't even get a biscuit or a matchbox. You imagine the farmers are not even getting the cost of cutting the fruit, banana. Madam, through you, I demand the government, in the previous YSRCP government, free crop insurance was being given to the farmers, input subsidy was being given, and there were a lot of trains, special trains which were put. So I demand the government, free crop insurance should be there. I demand input subsidy. I demand more trains from Andhra Pradesh so that the banana can be transported, and immediately MSP be announced for the banana farmers. My constituency, especially Kodur area, is a hub for banana farmers. So I want a central team also to visit and see the plight of the farmers and take steps that in the future such issues don't happen. Thank you very much.
माननीय सदस्य श्री अनुराग शर्मा जी. डॉक्टर बायरेड्डी जी.
Thank you, Speaker ma'am. Today I would like to speak on the most neglected issue, that is inclusion of Boya Walmiki community in the ST list. Our inscriptions talk about these mighty hunters, and their sole occupation was hunting, and now it is procurement of forest products and also agriculture. They are financially, economically and educationally backward. Ma'am, to remind us that these people were included in Criminal Tribal Act in 1871 out of stigma. And also in 1961, Deputy Registrar General of India has also mentioned that Boya community should be included in the ST list. And during 2017, under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, the Legislative Assembly, Council and also Commission has passed a resolution unanimously to include them in ST list. Ma'am, when the neighboring states, because the previous YCP government, they have promised it and used them for political gains, and also it was a political gimmick they've paid. And when the neighboring states such as Karnataka enjoys ST status, while the other states and parts of few places enjoy SC status, why can't state of Andhra Pradesh enjoy this status? Because they are very backward community and are suffering in day-to-day life. And also, ma'am, I would request the government to introduce a bill and do justice, as this is not political. It is a matter of justice and also constitution equality. And I request the ministry and government to kindly do justice to this community. Thank you.
माननीय सदस्यगण, अब 1 और 2 दिसंबर वाली.
Sir, today if you look at the 5G, more than 99% of the districts, that is 777 districts out of 778, have 5G coverage. The 5G coverage today, out of 1.2 billion people, 120 crore people, 36 crore people have 5G handsets and are using 5G services. Sir, the issue of the 5G coverage in rural villages is not just about the 5G towers or BTS. It is about the handset latching on to the 5G. When it comes to their own districts, today we have 37,000 5G BTS are in Tamil Nadu. In their own 2 villages, Tiruvannamalai and Kanchipuram, with 5G BTS. This is on par with average of the rest of the India, sir. Thank you. But in addition to that, government has done an exceptional work to accelerate the 5G services, sir. By enabling TSPs, reducing their bank guarantees, removing the spectrum usage charges. Therefore, they can invest a lot more money in additional BTS and accelerating the services, sir. And this is a continuous process. Thank you.
Lavu Sri Krishna. Thank you, sir, for allowing me to ask.
Sir, I'm not going to ask about 5G, but actually ask about 4G. The district I come from, Palnadu, has a lot of tribal population. In mandals like Ballapalli, Veldurti, Macharla, these 3-4 mandals have a lot of ST populations and lot of PVTG habitations also. PVTG habitations also. The question I have is that, yes, I appreciate the ministry for actually rolling out indigenously manufactured 4G equipment almost in 97,500 villages across the country. But in these PVTG habitations in my constituency, land has been allocated, and but for such a long time, this 4G network has not been rolled out in these PVTG habitations. So I request, is there any timeline that they can give us that these PVTG locations can be given access to this 4G equipment? And if so, if there is any priority also given to this PVTG habitation, that will be great. Thank you, sir.
Sir, when it comes to 4G, we have planned for around 27,000 towers across all these underserved areas, sir. These areas are far-flung, remote areas. Access has been an issue. Forest clearance, environmental clearance has been an issue. Therefore, our Honorable Cabinet Minister Scindia ji has written to individual chief ministers. I myself has written to each MP on exactly what the problems in that related area, so that we can coordinate with the local MP along with BSNL, who is an implementing agency, and the state government, so that we can accelerate this process, sir. When it comes to individual villages, there are variable factors, and it is very hard to give exact information on what it is. But we are here to address all those issues and accelerate, sir. And this Palnadu district is actually my own hometown, sir. I am happy to work on that. Thank you.
Shri Abdul Rashid.
Thank you. Shri Lavu, Shri Krishna ji.
Sir, the previous speaker, Kalanidhi Veeraswamy, spoke very emotionally on this topic, but he's one of the person who's
He's a doctor also, no? He's a surgeon.
He's a doctor, and he explained about all the ill effects of smoking, sir, but he still smokes 40 cigarettes a day, sir. That is the problem that that we have in this country. But let me tell you, sir, in the last 25...
It is necessary to disclose on the floor of the House?
Yes, sir.
Is it necessary?
But in the last... But in the last 25 years, sir, as a developed country, we have done exceedingly well in at least doing the anti-tobacco campaign aggressively across the country. I've seen in the last 25 years how a lot of changes have taken place. We used to see a lot of people smoking in the public, in the theaters and everything, but there's effective campaign that has been done, and it has been brought back. And also at the same time, I remember there was a Grand Prix that was happening in India. Every car used to, in the F1 race, every car used to have the advertisement of a tobacco company and everything. But when it was happening in India, they had to make sure that those were removed. That aggressive campaign as a developing country we have done in the last 25 years, sir. But still we need to do more of that. Sir, before I start on this speech, I want to compliment our finance minister, sir, on GST 2.0. It has brought the inflation drastically down. It has made a lot of goods cheaper. And not only that, sir, we have seen the numbers that have come out with regards to the GDP for this trimester, for this 3 months, which has been almost 8.2%. I don't see any other country, major economy, growing at that speed anywhere in the world. And that too, after 50% of the tariffs have been levied upon India, but still we are growing at 8.2%. 8.2%, so we are doing extremely well. So coming to the bill, I support this for 2 reasons. The first one is with regards to the significance of the excise duty that is there in this country. If you look at the numbers, there's almost the collection in 2021 to 22, there almost 3.9 lakh crores was collected under this, sir, and 22-23, 3.19 lakh crore was collected, and 23-24, it was reduced to 3.05. And there is a huge huge excise duty collection that has been happening. So I feel this is very much needed. And the reason that I want to support this is because it is actually from cess, it is coming into the divisible, which I think most of the colleagues from the opposition has been asking for a long time, that move the cess into the divisible so that states can get a lot of benefits. I think something that's good is happening. I hope everyone can compliment on that. So, so these are the two reasons that I want to support this bill, sir. But coming to I have some two grievances and one clarification. Clarification in the introduction itself, she has very much clearly clarified, Finance Minister. But coming to the two grievances, sir, the first one is the previous speakers have elaborated on the tobacco farmers and people that are dependent on tobacco growing as well as processing and everything, sir. So it was a peculiar condition in my state and in my constituency also this year. There was huge production that has happened in tobacco. A lot of people have turned to tobacco in the last crop year. And there's so much of production that has happened. On one side, we are actually doing an anti-tobacco campaign. We are trying to discourage them. We are trying to wean away tobacco farmers from tobacco farming to other crops. But on the other side, what has happened was there's huge production that has happened. So many farmers have actually participated in this. When I inquired further why this has happened, there are few firms like ITC and GPI. I know Agriculture Minister is here. He's trying to do the contract farming in various other crops. But I don't know how successful was that in other crops, but in this crop, in tobacco farming, the contractual farming has gone to a next level, wherein this ITC, GPA has actually gone in 24-25 season, gone to the farmers and signed the contract with them saying, you grow it, we'll purchase it. That is what they said, you grow it and purchase it. And because of that, there's a huge percolation. In my constituency, normally there's a lot of chili farmers are there, cotton farmers are there, but they moved into the tobacco because these contracts were being signed. So because of that, once this huge production has come in, and these tobacco companies were said, no, we can't buy this, and brought the price drastically down. And the state government has to intervene, and state government has to purchase this tobacco. We spent 278 crores last year to purchase this tobacco so that the farmers won't get. So there's a contradiction that is happening. On one side, we are saying, let's not do this, let's not grow tobacco, let's take away tobacco farmers from the others, from this crop to the other crop. But on the other side, the state government has to come in and has to pitch in their money and has to purchase it. So I request the Finance Minister and Agriculture Minister is also here. So we have put in this much money into this. We want you to work with these companies, ITCs and GPS, to make sure that farmers are not, led in this fashion. But on the other side, you please help our state also, because we have put in so much of money into this, so that if you can help us, because we are a cash-strapped state. And second one is with regards to the second grievance is with regards to the CSR funds these companies are spending, where they are spending. ITC, which is headquartered in my home constituency of Guntur, agri headquarters is based in Guntur, sir. ITC agri headquarters. It earns around 22,000 crores every year, profits. And when I tried to inquire, where they are spending their CSR fund, where they are spending the CSR fund, they're spending it everywhere, but not actually with the farmers, not actually helping the farmers on the ground. So there's a total contradiction in what we are trying to do and what the companies are trying to do. So I request, the first thing is, talk to these companies, make sure that they don't give these false promises to the farmers. Second, talk to these companies and make sure the CSR fund, which they're supposed to spend in those villages where their farmers are there, to be spent on those villages and with to the farmers. That will be helpful. I requested, you've clarified it, ma'am, with regards to the proposed 70% duty on the unmanufactured tobacco on the HS code 2401. It was very clearly mentioned by you, and thanks for that. And I hope this will give a lot of relief to the small traders who are very much dependent on this, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Shri Kaushalen Kumar ji.